Yeah, and I guess this one is not necessarily to do with buying. It's more what you're going to do with it after you've bought it. And people probably do sometimes actually forget to give this too much consideration, before they actually buy. There's a few options for storing. There's private vaults and whatnot where you can pay a fee of depending on the size, from a sort of couple $100 to a bit more to have one of those where they'll secure it for you. There's the options of safes, which obviously that's quite a big, broad variety of safes that you can have there. If you're going to go that way, obviously it would make sense to have it, just probably spend the money and actually have it, solidly put into the concrete base of your house, because a safe, any old safe, can get carted away as well. That also then probably leads on to the topic of who do you actually tell, which is what a lot of people don't give any consideration to whatsoever. They might make one of two mistakes. It could be that they tell too many people, and I have heard of cases where the sort of black sheep of the family has actually ended up being the thief of the family and actually robbed a safe because they knew where it was, basically. Or the flip side to that, where instead of being, or people are actually too close and they don't actually tell anyone, and of course you've got to consider your will and your estate and who you're going to tell there, and probably letting know your solicitor in terms of that you've actually got some. Otherwise, it could end up in a vault somewhere, or buried in a hole in your backyard, and no one else might actually know about it. So
how do you feel about?
As that sounds.
I'm sorry. How do you feel about safety deposit boxes at banks?
That's good. A good question, Bob. The vaults that we recommend are not associated with any bank in New Zealand. So if a bank goes under, then your safety deposit box could be closed down instantly with the bank folding. So the ones we recommend, and we don't get a cut from them, there's a couple in Auckland called Commonwealth Vault. There's in Custom Streets, there's
people can probably, if they want a bit more information on those as well, because there's a variety of things to consider. You can probably give us a call or drop us an email, and we can hopefully point you in the right direction. That probably is an issue for people around the country, is that there's actually not that many of them across the country, really. So that obviously does make it a little difficult for people if they're in the provinces, in a smaller town, that sort of thing. So it might be you have to look at actually, securing it yourself. And I know someone that does do that. He's, got a collection of guns and whatnot as well, and so that's what he's actually got. Is he's taken the time to actually put a decent, secure safe, in under the house, basically. So again, it depends how much you're going to spend and how much you've got as to what you want to actually, spend on keeping it secure, of course. So there's a variety of factors to consider there. And
for a couple
sorry.
So again, for a couple $100, you can get yourself a vault for a year's rent, and then it's probably the safest option to go.